Alright guys, today I'm going to go over two notes that I think every goose caller should know how to do. So the first one being the murmur and the second one being the train note, which is a little bit trickier note, but I'm going to try to explain it to you the best I can. I'm going to go over the murmur first. The murmur is basically just a call. A bunch of geese are sitting on the ground, they're feeding, they're hanging out, and they're, I don't know if you've gone to a golf course or a park and you've heard geese, but they walk around, they kind of sound like this. That's the murmur with some clucks added into it. But the murmur, to get this, a good way to explain it is pretend you're talking to a girl. You got your crappy voice like me, and you want to deepen it. You want to sound a little more manly or whatever. That's a good way to get the murmur. You're trying to deepen your vocal cords, vibrate as much as you can, and a good word to use would be duh. Duh, 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 duh. And adding clucks in there with it. Geese are coming in. It's a good sound to use. Add some clucks, add some murmurs together, back and forth. I mean, really, it's one of the most basic calls you can do to get geese to turn. Get them to look at you. You're basically making that reed vibrate as much as you can before you pop a cluck over. And I know you hear me do it by accident sometimes. The tip of your tongue's behind the bottom teeth. You've got your tongue, it's coming down, and you're saying duh, 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 duh. It sounds weird explaining it, but duh, 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 duh. You're really trying to deepen your voice inflection and get that sound into the call. See how it kind of clicks over? You want to do it as much as you can before the reed pops over into the cluck. So the train or the train note is a note that not really many people talk about. I'm sure you've heard a goose do it or someone else calling do it, but if you don't know what it sounds like, this is what it is. It's a note where you're using a T sound and you're putting your tongue, the meat of your tongue, at the top of the roof of your mouth, and you're letting out, you're saying tss, 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 and you're kind of just pushing as minimal amount of air through the call before it kind of breaks over, kind of like the murmur. And this is what it'll sound like if it'll break over and you mess up, but see how it goes? You want to, right before that happens, you start your next note. If you just for reference. See, messed up there. You can also add in some vocalizations and vibrate it a little more. A lot of people I see do this call. They kind of cluck, high cluck, low cluck, spit note, and they kind of just mix it in between all these calls, kind of catch their breath, kind of mix it up a little bit. That's pretty much all I've got for you, but all together it'll sound kind of like this.